Hi, my name is Raj, and today we're going to be doing a whole smoked chicken on the grill. As you may see, it's a bit snowy out today, but that's not going to stop us one bit. It's about 24 hours before we're gonna be putting the chicken on the smoker. So we're gonna get it into a brine so we can get that beautiful flavors just soaking into that chicken. And we got a very special recipe, kind of inspired from a few other things. First thing we're gonna be doing is, of course, salt for your brine. You're always going to need the salt, fresh rosemary, some garlic. We're gonna chop up an onion. It's gonna be awesome. And pepperoncini juice. It's a strange thing, but trust me, you'll love it when you soak that in your brine. We're gonna chop up our onions, and I know there's a few chefs out there that are probably like, oh my goodness, there's a better way to do that. Well, this is backyard barbecuing. You know what that means? We're not professionals. The only trick is don't cut yourself. So we got our onions, we got our garlic. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking I'm gonna use about half the onion in the brine, and then we're gonna cut up one pepperoncini to give it, I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try, guys. Especially the juices. When it permeates that chicken, oh my goodness, you're in for a nice, shocking surprise. So this is the part right here, about half an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 pepperoncini, and some fresh rosemary. Get a little bit of salt in there. The trick is, though, is you do want it to be dissolved. So I'm just gonna stir it a bit, but we're gonna actually do the thing that I was telling you guys about, which is that little bit of crazy extra flavor. We're gonna be using pepperoncini juice. So I'm gonna be putting this right in the brine, dump it right in there. We're just gonna stir it up. Don't mind the color. It looks like Mountain Dew, I know, but I tell you, the flavors that get into the chicken with this are just, so good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all of our extra flavors, our onions, our extra garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, half an onion, and fresh rosemary. And that is going to make up the entirety of this brine. Brine is complete now, so we got our chicken. Now you got to take a look at your chicken. Sometimes they'll have giblets and things. You got to make sure you clean those out. This one didn't have that on, but I gave it a good wash real quick. And we're going to put it in our brine. And I'm actually going to be doing this a little bit different. I'm going to be putting it upside down in the brine this way. Then we're going to cover it in saran wrap, and we're going to leave that in the fridge for 24 hours before we start grilling. So we have our brine, and we're going to get our bird prepared out of the brine now. So we're going to prepare our bird for the grilling session. Number one is I'm going to tuck the wings back just like so, and we're going to end up tying this with a little bit of butcher's twine as well. And the main reason for that is we don't want to burn the wingtips. They have a tendency to burn just a little bit. So I'll turn the bird, and as you can see, I'm just tucking the wing back underneath itself here. So it's going to be down into this area like that. And we're just going to tie it right at this point. The second bit is we're just going to tie up the legs just like that, just like so. Again, the idea is to keep all the juices on the inside. And we have a little special recipe that we like to do because we've done it a few times, just the chicken itself right on the smoker, and it got a little bit dry for our taste. So I found out this little method. If we smoke it inside one of these aluminum pans, and we're not going to use the brine, but we are going to use just the pepperoncini juice as just like a base layer, just to kind of give it a little bit of moisture, but also just a tad of flavor. Now, one little extra step that I like to do with this is we're going to take some of those flavors that we did get from the brine, including some of the pepperoncinis, some of the onions, some of the garlic, some of the rosemary, and just kind of put it in the base of this pan so we have that flavor, getting that sort of same flavor profile. I would describe pepperoncini, if you haven't had it before, it's kind of like a pickle brine, but a little bit spicier, maybe even a little lighter. All right, now the chicken's gonna go right in there. And if you notice, we just have about, I don't know, just a couple millimeters, just something for liquid in the bottom of the pan there. and then we're gonna cover that entire thing in aluminum foil. And we wanna keep this nice and tight. I'm actually gonna put a couple of little pieces of aluminum foil. We wanna get like a steam bath going on for the chicken. Cooks a little bit faster, but it's also important that we keep all those juices in there. That's really what's gonna keep that beautiful smoke flavor, but also gives us that juiciness in the final. Then we're gonna be doing apple chip wood, so we get that nice kind of like a warm flavor, a little bit of a sweet flavor. It's gonna be perfect balance for that and the chicken. So apple barbecue smoking chips today. Now one little kind of side tip that I will say is you start doing a little bit of winter grilling, certainly nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's kind of nice to get out in the snow and do a little bit of nice warm stuff. But you want your fire a little bit hotter than normal, just because, well, it's a little colder out than normal. So how we're gonna do that is I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cowboy lump charcoal than I normally would, just to get a little bit hotter of a fire going so we can get our complete cook. It's quite the snowy day out there, that's for sure. Got our fire going, and if you want to take a look at the temperature right there, we got our temps up to about 400 internal. It's gonna be a little bit hotter while we're doing some winter grilling. Our target temp is 350 on the grill, and we're gonna place our bird in our tray and everything right there in the middle, and let it go for about an hour and a half, and then we'll come back and check it. We'll unwrap it at that point, and then we'll put it on the regular smoker so we can crisp up the outside of the skin and get that nice crispy, smoky flavor. All right, it's been about an hour and a half on the smoker inside of our container here, so it's time to unwrap it and get the actual outside of it smoking. Let's take a look at what we got. This should be super steamy. Oh, you can already see it. Look at that steam coming off there. Oh my goodness. So before I take this completely out, I want to check the temperature of the bird so far. And then put right down in the breast. Now our target temp for chicken is 165. All right, it looks like we're sitting right around 98, we'll say. Now I'm gonna do something a little crazy. I'm gonna keep the pan inside here, even while we're grilling the chicken. I'm gonna take this rosemary off though. We don't need that to be on there. I'll take the whole chicken out. Hopefully it all stays together. That's one of the tricky bits. We're gonna put it right over here, right next to the hot zone, and we're gonna leave all these juices just right on the grill and the smoker. And let's get our apple chips happening, and we should start getting a really, really nice smoke flavor going on that. We're gonna leave that on just until it gets to the 165 temp. Whenever we get there is when we get there. I'll be checking it every half hour. I'm gonna be basting it with a little bit of that juices that we already did the smoking bit in. We'll baste it with that just a little bit, just to keep that moisture in, but we're gonna keep cooking this on the smoker until it is 165 degrees. And that's when we'll know the chicken's done. An hour and a half on the smoker covered, and then another, I would say about 2 hours, because it's a slightly large bird, on the smoker to get that nice crispy skin. Now it's time to take a look at what we got. Let's get a slice off of that. That looks so good. Let's get a piece of that out there. Look at that, everybody. And you can see the juices almost perfectly, and it's perfectly cooked, perfectly tender, nice smoke ring on the outside. But now we have only one less thing to do. That's to try a piece of this. I would say, if I was going to give this a flavor, I would say a high-level rotisserie chicken. Let's take a peek, take a taste. Oh, it is so good. And pepperoncini is not too overwhelming, but you could definitely taste that extra brine that we put in there. Served to your family, absolutely delicious. Dinner on the table, everybody's going to be happy with this.